Welcome to the RadioU podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, the scandal that's rocking the hot dog world.
Also, what's a leap hour?
All that and more on the way next. Well. We may finally have some answers when it comes to the explosive diarrhea outbreak.
Oh.
8772 RadioU or the talkback button in the RadioU app. We talked last week pretty early. Remember this?
This is true. Now I remember what you're talking about.
The cyclospora parasite outbreak.
Yep.
We talked, I think it was last week, and it was like, there's been like 20 states.
Yeah.
It was like a couple hundred people maybe.
Right.
At that time. Nobody had died, but several people have been hospitalized with explosive diarrhea as well, explosive watery diarrhea, and an important distinction, as well as stomach cramps, nausea, fatigue, bloating, and loss of appetite.
Yikes.
Definitely not something that you want to experience. But at the time, we had no idea what it was coming from.
Yeah.
It's usually something that's in dirty food or water.
Yeah.
We still don't know necessarily, but Occam's razor, Allie. What would cause if somebody told you they had explosive diarrhea, what would be the number one place you would guess they might have eaten that?
If I was Nene, I would definitely say Taco Bell.
Yeah. Listen, I don't think I've really had stomach issues dealing with Taco Bell, to be actually fair, but I know many have, and I know definitely for Nene, and like it's not just Nene.
Yeah.
I've heard many people.
I have too. It's not been me, but I have too.
Why does it sound? I don't know why we're denying that. Taco
that's
Bell.
The weird part about it is it's like that type of story is prevalent. You hear it all the time of people saying that Taco Bell disagrees with them. Mm-hmm. But like the both of us were like, we're fine.
Yeah, we're just built different, I guess.
We're stronger than these weaklings over here.
Yeah, apparently. But Taco Bell has now temporarily removed several items from the menu.
Okay.
At many locations. It may not necessarily be every single Taco Bell in the entire country, but it's most of them. In response to an investigation into this cyclospora parasite outbreak.
Okay.
So the thinking is, out of an abundance of caution, anytime somebody says that, I don't know, I feel
a little
suspicious.
Yeah.
They're taking lettuce, cilantro, onion, pico de gallo, and guacamole off of the menu.
Okay.
Which, of course, I mean, lettuce particularly is in a lot of things at Taco Bell.
Pretty much everything.
So if you can still go and still order whatever you want. They still have the Crunchwrap Supreme, for example, but that's going to be different without these ingredients.
Yeah.
And while there's no evidence confirming Taco Bell is linked to this outbreak, there's the only restaurant I heard of that's taking stuff off the menu.
It's taking stuff off.
I don't know, you know?
Maybe it is. I will say I've had Taco Bell since this news broke. Or whenever this parasite would have been happening.
Yeah, you did some investigative reporting.
No, yeah. I didn't know about this at the time, but it was well over probably 2 weeks ago when I had Taco Bell last.
Yeah, so that would have been...
I always get the chicken quesadilla.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm thinking I can go to Taco Bell and order everything completely the way I do because I don't get any of this stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I am not affected by any of this because I was fine. I didn't have any issues at all. But I feel like none of the items they're mentioning are what I ordered.
All of them are vegetables. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to Taco Bell to get vegetables. I mean, I tend to avoid vegetables generally, which is maybe also why I never get sick with explosive diarrhea. But because it's always the lettuce. It's always the lettuce.
Yeah, there's like the E. coli and stuff. Yeah.
Wendy's, I feel like once a year there's a sign on Wendy's that's like, we took lettuce off the menu because of
an E. coli breakout.
And so I'm just like, I guess
outbreak.
Good that I'm not eating lettuce generally. So
you just want to remove that risk.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm doing it, for my health.
Yeah,
for my health.
Yeah.
RadioU, where music is going, 8772 RadioU. Of course, we'll do our new Music Friday breakdown later on in the show. But outside of that, there's new music from the Rolling Stones out this weekend.
Oh, like Mick Jagger?
Yeah, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, the whole gang, and it's a full like brand new studio album.
No way.
Called Foreign Tongues.
When did they come out with their last one? Like when did they come out with new music? Because I know they're still very active. At least Mick Jagger.
Yeah,
is.
2023.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're very active.
Yeah.
And they are staying relevant too.
Okay.
By promoting this new album. You can go do this today if you want. They have collaborated with Roblox. Yes. So there is now a Rolling Stones experience that you can experience in Roblox. It's called The Block.
The Block.
Yeah. And it's a celebration of their now 60 years of music. I was thinking about this. The Rolling Stones are like the LeBron of music.
It's true.
Like
it's so true. Mick Jagger doesn't age.
Yeah. And Keith Richards, I mean, he can do anything. I think he might be immortal.
I think both of them are.
Yeah.
I mean, Mick Jagger's still having kids in like his 90s. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
But they're like the kind of band, like just like LeBron, you could argue they may be the best, but there's not really any comparison of like the longevity of the Rolling Stones because
it's very similar to LeBron and Michael Jordan, where it's like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. That's kind of the big argument.
Yeah.
But the Rolling Stones have the longevity. The Beatles do not.
The Beatles together definitely do not. The Rolling Stones, you're going back to almost the beginning of rock and roll, like right near the beginning.
60s.
And no other band from that time. I mean, obviously, so many of the members of those bands not with us anymore.
Right.
The Rolling Stones not only still with us, still continuing to make new albums.
Yeah.
And like consistently. It's not even like this is their first album in 20 years or something.
Right.
So
they have stayed active.
A pretty crazy career. And they're still like out on the road, I feel like. I don't know if they're touring for this album, but it's not long ago they were doing shows. So what? And then they're like, let's do Roblox. Yeah. Let's do like one of the youngest things you can do.
Exactly.
So
I kind of like it. I mean, Mick Jagger's kids are young enough that they probably are playing Roblox. So,
he has like great grandkids.
Oh my gosh.
Playing Roblox.
It's true.
He has kids and great grandkids that are the same age.
He probably has kids that are younger than his grandchildren and great grandchildren. It's crazy. Sure. But yeah, this is very, very cool. I'll have to check out this new album from them. And I feel like what this tells me, those articles we always see about like, how did this person live to 103? What's their secret? Yeah. What's their tips? I think the secret is do what you love and keep doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, just keep at it. Whether you're LeBron or Mick Jagger, just keep doing what you love.
Even if it's like a lot of drugs, because I think that that's part of the Rolling Stones story.
Maybe don't do that part, but, like
I'm Keith Richards. I'm still here because I did so many drugs. I
think they got lucky on that side of it. This is an in-space update that, I gotta be honest, I knew nothing about this before seeing this article.
Okay.
It's a very interesting one, though. Did you know that in international timekeeping, we had such a thing as leap seconds?
Now that's useless knowledge.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I have heard this before.
Yeah. So basically, the reason why there's like a leap year and leap seconds is because if we stayed on the same time schedule and same calendar, we would eventually get off with how the Earth orbits around the sun. The time it's not perfect. It doesn't work out perfectly.
So it doesn't take exactly 365 days for the Earth to orbit the sun.
I mean, it does in a normal year, but but there's like little inconsistencies. Yeah. And so,
I mean, because the leap year is like it's 365 and a quarter days that it takes. So that's why we have to reset it every year with the leap year.
Exactly. Every 4 years. Yeah. And so that's why we have that in our calendar. And there's been history of this. Like when the calendar was changed years and years ago, it was changed because they realized if they kept it at its current pace, they would be off so far in the future. Like 100 years, it would be like we'd be having daytime when it's night, and so like that, it would get all messed up.
Yes.
And so recently, this isn't actually that recent, but I just heard about this. In 2022, scientists voted to switch from doing leap seconds to instead doing a much less frequent leap hour to try and fix this whole unpredictable rotation thing.
A leap hour.
A leap hour.
So we add an hour? Or
Either
we skip
add
an
or
hour.
we skip it. I think it's that we would skip it.
Skip a whole hour?
We could skip a whole hour. But basically, they voted on this to phase out the leap seconds back in 2023. And this is going to take effect by 2035 because Earth's recent tendency is to spin slightly faster. And that has raised the possibility of a negative leap second, which has never been used before and could cause like major problems for computers, communication systems, all sorts of things. We base our lives off of the clock. We base our lives off of keeping time, especially when it comes to technology. And so if you suddenly have to have a negative second, what's going to happen? It feels almost like, the whole idea of the Y2K. Like, would it ruin the computers?
Right.
And so...
Which nothing happened.
Nothing
right?
happened, but this is different than Y2K. That was just it changing to a new millennia. Mm-hmm. But this would be like actually asking technology to be like going back in time.
Yeah.
So they've decided instead of doing the seconds, which would eventually lead to that negative second, they're going to do the hour instead.
So when are we okay, hold on. We're losing an hour in the future.
Yeah, kind
when?
of. 2035 is when they're going to drop the leap seconds. So that's my guess as far as when they're going to add the hour, like do the hour thing.
And this is just like a one-time thing, or like, is this a new daylight savings time? Even if we get rid of daylight saving time, we're still going to be messing with clocks all the time.
Yeah. So the proposal is that that they would want to do the leap hour. It sounds dramatic, but most people alive today would never experience one. The proposal is intended as a solution for future generations.
Oh.
So you and I will not experience this leap hour change.
Okay.
That's going to account, because think about how many, seconds are in an hour.
Yeah.
And so if we're doing like a second a year, a leap second a year, it's going to take us a long time to get to that need of a leap hour.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have another. I feel like we've created way more problems that could so simply be solved.
It's true.
We could just do what I said at daylight savings time and make a universal time zone for the world. And also stop messing with the calendar, because does it really matter if eventually April is winter instead of spring? Like, does that really matter?
Well, even if we did have one time, like the whole globe was on one time, this still would happen, because we'd still run into the issue of the Earth is moving slightly faster than the calendar equates for, or whatever.
I just think that it would take so much time for that to happen. If we just left it alone, it really wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I mean, we're not going to change this till our grandkids are alive or something, where they get the leap hour.
Yeah, it'll probably be like 60 years from now or something.
How about instead of that, it's just like the grandkids are like, oh, they had spring in April and we have spring in July. And it doesn't, like, why does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's just all for our own heads anyways. How about instead, it seems really complicated to remove an hour from everybody's life.
Yeah.
It seems really simple
that's what's gonna happen.
To make a universal time zone and just leave the calendar the way it
again,
is.
even if we had a universal time zone, I don't think that solves this. And
I think it solves a lot of problems.
This is more for the technology.
Because you're saying...
all of our technology, Hudson, is now based on GPS. All of these things is now based on time.
But isn't it a lot of hassle to make every clock, every computer have to forget about an hour?
That's a good question. I don't know. The scientists are going to have to figure that out.
Again, you're saying that if we just left it with the seconds, or even with the leap days, that we would have, like, all of a sudden night would be...
No.
Like, someone start rising at the wrong time for what we're used to.
So the thing about leaving it to the seconds right now is that eventually they would have to bring time back, because it wouldn't add up correctly. So there'd be a chance that they would have to do a negative leap second.
But they don't. They don't have to do that, because the computers are just doing what we tell them to do.
The computers will get up.
The computers don't care about the sun.
The computers will get off.
They do not care about the sun.
The scientists say the computers will get off. And so this is why they have to do it.
Because they want it to line up with the sun.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter what it... We're getting a Call of Duty movie. and it's going to be made, written and produced by Taylor Sheridan.
Oh.
877-2-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. Taylor Sheridan, of course, the creator of Yellowstone.
Yes.
And The Landman.
Very good shows.
I was thinking about that, and I was like, isn't it crazy I've never watched any Taylor Sheridan anything?
You've never watched any of his stuff?
No, I've not seen any Yellowstone.
Have you seen Wind River?
No, what's that?
That was a pretty good, I want to say it was a show or movie that he did. I think it was a movie.
So wait, have you seen it?
Yeah, it's like a crime.
But you can't remember if it's a show or a movie?
It's like Jeremy Renner, I think.
Okay.
But it was like a crime story with Elizabeth Olsen was in it with him. But
2017 movie.
Yes.
Did I watch this?
I think it was Oscar nominated, I feel like. It was pretty good from what I remember.
I feel like I did
like
maybe
10 years ago
might
now.
have seen. Yeah, it came out in 2017. It's the worst. This is a movie that's definitely like, I might have seen it, I might not.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good sign.
But it follows a lot of the same stuff that he does, which is like cowboys.
Yeah.
You know.
Which obviously he does very well.
Yes.
Some might say the best right now.
He's found his niche.
He definitely has, but now he's branching out into Call of Duty.
Oh.
Where he's teaming up with Peter Berg, who will be the director, Paramount Pictures, making a live-action Call of Duty movie tentatively scheduled for June 30th of 2028.
Okay.
And clearly, 100%, this is so obvious that this is one movie, but with the idea that maybe it can be a film franchise. Because we can't just have one movie.
No, I mean, Call of Duty is a franchise.
It is a franchise.
So it feels fitting to do that. I wonder if he'll get Luke Grimes to be like the main guy.
That feels fitting, right?
Yeah. And I feel like Luke fits the vibe. Because if you see any of the posters, even though these are military guys, they feel like military guys that at home they would have been cowboys, you know?
Yeah. Hold up. So Taylor Sheridan did Hell or High Water as well?
Yes.
Okay. I've seen that. That movie's awesome.
I'm pretty sure he wrote that one. And that is an Oscar-winning movie.
Yeah.
So,
also, Sicario.
Yes.
Hello, Sicario's awesome.
He's a great writer.
I stand corrected on Taylor Sheridan. I mean, like, I've seen his stuff now, apparently. Stuff he's been involved in. And the stuff I've seen, most of it seems to be good. So hopefully this is a good sign. But and if he wrote Sicario, that much more falls in line with Call of Duty.
I was going to say, that's kind of the other side of what he's done, because most of what he's done is like Hell or High Water or Landman or Yellowstone, where it's cowboys and, you know,
big roster of Western-y type stuff.
Yes, which I love. And I kind of think it works for Call of Duty. I kind of think that vibe will fit really well. And so I'm excited to see this. I'm usually not that excited about video game adaptations, but I mean, I've kind of been on a run recently of getting excited with like the Legend of Zelda thing, and now, you know, potentially Call of Duty. So it should be fun.
There's some controversy brewing in the world of hot dogs.
Oh, no.
877-2-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. Allie, did you watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest last Saturday?
I did not.
You missed it?
I missed it, unfortunately.
Well, then you missed the discrepancy, we can call it.
Oh.
Which many people pointed out at the time, but if you continue to think about it, it becomes more suspicious.
Okay.
Last week at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, if you watched, Mickey Sudo won the women's contest. She won it handily.
Okay.
She ate 33 hot dogs, I'm sorry.
Wow.
On camera.
Okay.
And that's what the counter, the person with the flipboard showed.
Yeah.
Which was enough to win either way.
Yeah.
But then they adjusted the totals. They adjust the totals, which is typical. They do a little audit after, in the minutes after. Like, it's done right there and then and there. A VAR for hot dogs, you could say.
For the hot dog eating contest.
Her adjusted total, jumped to 38.75.
Whoa.
Somehow somebody missed 5 3/4 of a dog.
What was the flipboard person doing?
Exactly. Were they sleeping? Now, maybe you're like, okay, how? But other people must have had like their totals adjusted too, right? In the women's contest, no one had their total adjusted by more than 1.5 francs.
Okay, so she went up by like almost 5.
5 3/4.
Yeah.
Almost 6.
Whew.
That's a big discrepancy.
That's a lot.
Which is suspicious.
Yes.
It becomes even more suspicious when you find out that Mickey Sudo's husband is also a competitive eater.
No.
Nick
Mickey.
Weary. Nick Weary.
Mickey and Nikki?
Mickey, yeah. And he has been the subject of controversy in the past in the hot dog eating contest.
This is feeling very weird.
The very same day, during the men's hot dog eating competition, Nick Weary, on camera, ate 40 hot dogs.
Okay.
His total after adjustment was increased to 45.
Okay. What's with this 5 extra hot
What
dog
is going
thing?
on? Now, he didn't win either way, of course. Joey Chestnut obviously ate many more hot dogs
Yes.
than Nick Weary. His adjustment did affect his standing. He went from 5th to 4th with the adjustment.
Huh.
So, the question is, how
Yeah, how does this keep happening?
and why? Well, one, we have a guy from a network called VSiN. His name is Gil Alexander. He did the research because he's like, maybe, ESPN or I think Major League Eating said there's a plate that was missing that wasn't counted and you didn't see it on camera. But Gil Alexander, there's a Mickey Sudo cam because she's the favorite. She's the Joey Chestnut of women's eating.
So you can literally watch and count.
You can watch her solo.
Yeah.
Focused on her. He watched the whole thing, the whole 10 minutes back. Again, after the explanation, he said they didn't miss anything. There is no visual evidence of anything being missed.
Yeah.
And yet, 5.75 hot dogs added to her total after the fact.
What the heck is up with that?
And here's where it gets more interesting. The over and under betting line for Mickey Sudo's hot dogs
Was 38.
38.5.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Tell me that doesn't seem suspicious.
Yep.
Meanwhile, her husband also a subject of a massive increase as well. And
was his over under 44?
I don't know. He still stayed under his total either way.
Okay, that's good.
So the other flag on the play is if this was like many books weren't even, across the country.
Weren't even offering this.
Yeah, you can't even offer this. And if they were, it was probably smaller limits where it'd be really hard to make any amount of money.
Yeah.
Even if you did have inside information. I mean, like a negligible amount compared to somebody who's risking their careers by doing this. But now, and if it was done with any legitimate sports book, it would have been flagged if a ton of money came in.
Yeah.
On the Mickey Sudo over, for example.
Yeah.
So it's suspicious, but there's not really an explanation for why. But all we know is this can't be legitimate.
No, because she didn't eat that many hot dogs.
We have visual confirmation. I think any innocent bystander that watched, it sounds like, would see that she consumed 33 hot dogs. So
what is happening with Major League Eating?
I mean, somebody needs to answer whether it's the counter seems the most suspicious.
Yeah.
Did the counter have the under on the Mickey Sudo hot dogs?
Well, but if the counter was accurate.
Right.
The counter was flipping the board, right?
Who is yes. So
okay. Who's the adjuster afterwards?
Exactly.
They're the one that had the over.
Yeah.
Because they wanted it to be 38 and 0.75
think
or whatever.
about this, Allie. If the counter missed an entire plate and quarter of a hot dog.
Yeah, what were they doing? Did they go to the bathroom?
Then Major League Eating should fire her or him, whoever it was.
Yes.
That person should
be. They're not a very good counter.
So the fact that they're not responding with swift and harsh judgment on that person makes it also suspicious.
It's very suspicious. And this is why I don't watch Major League Eating.
I'd much rather eat the hot dogs than watch this because this is just making me upset.
Yeah.
Get your popcorn ready. It's our Friday tradition. The Weekend Watch List on RadioU, letting you know which new movies you could be watching in theaters and at home. A massive release out this weekend. How much money will Moana make in theaters? Does anyone need me to read the description of Moana?
Maybe a couple, baby.
The movie that everyone's seen that came out 10 years ago. Leaving her island for the first time, young Moana embarks on an epic seafaring adventure to restore prosperity to her people.
All right.
Sounds familiar.
Does sound familiar.
Moana is now in theaters. It has a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, bad. Really, really bad.
When the first movie is so good.
Yes.
The original.
It is very good.
How can that be? Well, Aparita Bandari of the Globe and Mail says, while the animated feature sought to enchant audiences with its rendering of Polynesian mythology with breathtaking creativity, the live-action version almost flattens out those imaginative renderings.
Yes, that's how I would describe it. Just seeing the trailer, it just seems so lifeless.
Yeah.
You know, all the water, how the water was so alive in the original movie and in the animated movie. You can't do that with the live action. It just doesn't work.
Yep. I don't understand, but I'm curious to see
how much money it'll make.
Yeah. Will the negative reviews hold it back at all? Because people just love Moana.
I mean, Moana 2 made $1 billion.
It did, and that wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Name a song from Moana 2.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know any songs from it.
So Moana seems like a skip this weekend. Maybe this is up your alley, since it's a horror film.
Ooh, exciting.
Evil Dead Burn.
Oh, yes, I saw this was coming out.
After the loss of her husband, a grieving woman seeks solace with her in-laws at their secluded family home. However, it soon becomes a reunion from hell as the Book of the Dead unleashes demonic forces that transform them into deadites one by one.
Yikes. This might be a blind spot in my movie reviews, but I have not seen any of the Evil Dead films.
Oh, not even the show?
Nope.
Oh, man. Even I've seen some of the show. I just love Bruce Campbell. Evil Dead Burn is now in theaters. It has a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Megan Navarro of Bloody Disgusting says, ambitious swings and inspired sequences unleash thrilling carnage that satisfy, but it all unravels by its clumsy final showdown.
The final showdown, it's hard to do. Hard to execute that.
Hard to execute, especially when it's like a franchise that's, been going on and on and on. And it's like, we don't want to end the franchise, so we can't, really.
We can't actually end this.
Yeah. So that's the Evil Dead Burn. Now, there's a lot of interesting things on streaming, whether it's bigger name movies that are now coming to streaming.
Okay.
Or a couple shows.
Okay.
Because the highest profile of the shows would be Little House on the Prairie now on Netflix.
Yes, that debuted yesterday, I think.
Yeah. That has a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, I was hoping for higher.
Another series that may interest some people is called The 5-Star Weekend, which premiered on Peacock.
Okay.
That stars Jennifer Garner. It has a pretty big cast. Timothy Olyphant. We love Timothy Olyphant.
Yes, I do.
So that's on Peacock. That has a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's definitely based off of a book.
Okay.
It feels like the kind of thing that's more geared towards women. But it looks interesting and pretty good reviews. Also, let's talk about all these streaming movies. How about The Sheep Detectives?
It's on streaming now?
It's on Prime Video.
Let's go!
How about Reminders of Him? Remember that from earlier this year, the Colleen Hoover movie?
I have no interest in the Colleen Hoover stuff, so skip.
It's on Peacock.
Okay.
Remember Ready or Not 2, Here I Come?
Yes.
That's on Hulu now.
Okay.
Remember Project Hail Mary?
Yes.
That's on Prime Video.
Oh, Prime. Okay.
It went through its MGM Plus run, I guess. Remember The Long Walk? The Stephen King one with Cooper Hoffman.
Yeah. Where they're walking. Yes.
Yeah,
yes. That one looks super intense.
Yeah, everybody's like, it's super bleak, but it is a good movie. It's very intense. That's on HBO Max.
Okay,
now.
I need to watch that. It did look very compelling.
One more, Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yes, this has been on HBO Max for a couple days.
Okay.
I've added it to my list to watch.
Yeah, so obviously just numerous things to watch this weekend.
There are so many new horror movies on HBO Max, including one that's all about podcasts. I feel like I need to watch that.
Okay. Oh, podcast horror movie.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I remember talking about that when that was in theaters.
We do a podcast, so...
Allie, you might curse us if you want. Let us know what you're watching this weekend. 8772-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. We love seeing your reviews. That's your weekend watch list. We'll see you at the movie. Pop quiz hot shot. What's the best food with instant in the title? Best instant food? Yeah. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of instant foods. I think the main one would be instant ramen. Yeah. Yep. So. Instant ramen. 8772-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. Let us know your thoughts. Ramen, instant potatoes. Okay. Yeah. Those can be. Those can fine. Have their
appeal, but I much prefer the, potatoes that aren't instant.
Of course. Instant mac and cheese. We just talked about National Mac and Cheese Day.
Yeah, I like the Bob Evans. You can buy Bob Evans instant. Mm-hmm. It's kind of instant.
Yeah. I mean, anything you microwave.
Yeah.
But like, okay, what's the best food that you can microwave? Like that you wouldn't cook otherwise beforehand?
Oh, that I wouldn't?
Yeah, like you just buy it and microwave it.
Well, I mean, I particularly like, and you know this, the Marie Callender's chicken pot pie.
Oh, yeah, those are all right.
Those are all right. Those are pretty good.
Oh, you know what? Your answer probably popcorn.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, microwave popcorn.
I mean, I like popcorn made over the stove.
Yeah.
That's really good, too. But, yeah, I mean, I eat popcorn all the time.
Yeah, so maybe that's your answer. But you think about it, and you alluded to it like a couple times there. The microwave version, the instant version, even if it's the best microwave version, is not as good as the real thing. Microwave popcorn is not as good as getting it at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Unless you go to a really bad movie theater. Yeah. Microwave instant mac and cheese is not as good as baked mac and cheese that somebody homemade.
Oh my gosh, so good.
And we can go on and down the list. Like, I just don't think you're going to find those pot pies.
Yeah.
I love them too. But a real pot
pie.
Yeah. My mom used to do it like after Thanksgiving with the leftover turkey. It's like, that's so much better than Marie Callender could ever dream of. But the instant, I mean, they're convenient.
Yeah.
They get the job done. And it's that kind of thought process applies to many spots in life. You have a problem. You have something that needs to be solved, an issue that needs to be taken care of. We want the instant version.
We want the instant solution.
We want the microwave option. Get it done quick. Just fill me up with something.
Yep.
And, I'll be okay. I'll be on my way. But if you have the microwave instant option sitting in front of you and the good homemade real thing in front of you, you're going to take the real thing every time.
Yep.
We need the real thing to solve our problems in life, not the microwave instant option. Jesus is the real thing.
Yeah. And think of also how much like the real thing is better for you. We hear that all the time. It's like the stuff they put in the food to make it microwavable or whatever. Not the greatest. It's also like sometimes it'll be like cold in the middle or whatever.
Of course. Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Come on. Try to get one of those right.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. And so it's just better to go with the real thing. It may take a little more time. Mm-hmm. It may take a little more patience on our part, but it's better for us overall.
Yeah. And again, it's not like the instant, the microwave version. It doesn't hit, it hits the spot sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're happy in the moment, but you're never as happy as you would be if you got it hot and fresh. Sometimes microwaving leftover hot and fresh is better than microwave. And so keep that. That's how much better the real thing is.
Right.
That's what God is. Jesus is the real thing. He's the real answer to the problems, not the microwave instant version. If you're ready to actually taste the real thing, start talking to God. Let him talk to you. Say, hey, Jesus, I need you in my life. I want to know what the real thing is like. A woman in Massachusetts had her life saved by Diet Coke.
This is what we love to hear. Let's go.
8772-RadioU, the talkback button in the RadioU app. Sure, Diet Coke may be poisoning you with chemicals every single day you drink it, but it can do good things too.
Okay.
In the case of this woman in Massachusetts, doctors actually instructed her to drink over a liter of Diet Coke per day to dissolve a large gastric bezoar that was in her stomach.
Bezoar?
I've never heard of a bezoar before.
Me either. What is that?
It's like what Snoop Dogg would call a boar. A bezoar.
A bezoar.
The doctors say, according to this report, the woman had been taking a GLP-1 medication that was, it says, similar to Ozempic, but it wasn't Ozempic.
Wasn't Ozempic.
Proper.
Okay.
Which slows stomach emptying and likely contributed to the formation of this bezoar, which, by the way, a bezoar is a massive undigested material.
Ew, that sounds gross. Just sitting in your stomach?
Yeah.
I can't imagine how nauseous she felt.
I don't know exactly like how big this mass they were saying it was.
Okay.
But I mean, there was a clump of undigested food in her stomach, larger than the average person would have. First, they stopped her taking the weight loss medication. She had lost 40 pounds by that point.
Wow.
Then confirmed with an endoscopy that she had a mass in her stomach. They could have done surgery, But rather than go that route, they're like, let's try the Diet Coke option first.
Interesting. I've never heard of this.
They said that she had type 2 diabetes. She didn't like carbonated drinks typically, but they just prescribed her Diet Coke and prescribed her 1.5 liters of Diet Coke per day. By the second day of this treatment plan, her pain and nausea had disappeared, and a follow-up endoscopy showed the mass had disappeared.
It worked in like 2 days?
It did. Drinking Diet Coke dissolved the undigested material in her stomach.
Well, this tells me I'll never have this problem.
100%.
I drink lots of Diet Coke, and I'm going to take a swig right now. It's saved her life. Yeah.
Potentially.
Well, it saved her from surgery at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Which, that type of surgery, that would not be easy to recover from, because you're talking, if they had to open up her stomach, it'd be similar to like a C-section, you know?
Ooh.
For the recovery period for that is a long time. My mom had C-sections with all of us kids, like me and my siblings, and it's a long road.
Yeah, you don't want that. So it's amazing what Diet Coke could do.
Yeah, let's go Diet Coke.
But it feels like it doesn't say, it's not the positive W you think it might be when they're prescribing Diet Coke to break up undigested food in your stomach. In other words, food that even your stomach acid can't deal with.
The acid in cola
Diet Coke should handle it. Yum, 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 yum. Chemicals, acidity.
Hey, if the doctors are prescribing it, I think it's good.
There's a porta potty crisis in Montana.
Uh-oh.
And they're blaming it on Wyoming.
State rivalry.
Yeah, 877-2-RADIO-U or the talkback button of the RadioU app. This obviously, well, I guess it's not obvious. They're attributing this to fireworks.
Oh.
In the state of Montana, there's a company called Urapeein Porta Pots. That's funny.
In Montana?
Yeah, and they're not. Well, it's not spelled the way you think.
Oh, I see it.
Urapeein Porta Pots.
Wow.
Get it?
Wow.
That's their company name. And their real company, they say, I love the way they even put this. They've lost 13 porta potties this year.
The casualties.
Yes. Yeah. They say they expect to lose a few every year. The cost of doing business.
We lose a few every year.
Yeah, we lost some real good porta pots out there.
No porta pot left behind.
Yeah. Co-owner of Urapeein Porta Pots, Chris Vogel, says we typically lose 4 to 5 toilets every year during the 4th of July due to fireworks.
Okay.
Some years we've lost 8 or 9. There have been at least 13 this year. That's worse than normal.
That is a lot.
They estimate the damages are over $12,000 worth and could easily get higher. And all of those, all of the costs of that come out of the company's porta potty profits.
No,
they're gonna have to
not
do
the porta potty profit.
What we're doing here on RadioU, do a little side fundraiser. We can handle 4 or 5 porta potties going down every year,
but not 13.
But 13. How are these porta potties getting lost? It's the July 4th fireworks.
So people are setting fireworks off in the porta potty.
Inside the porta potties, and this is where Wyoming comes in because they claim that the fireworks sold in Montana are not powerful enough to do this kind of damage.
They're crossing the border to blow up our porta potties.
Crossing the border into Wyoming, bringing back the good stuff and using it to blow up porta potties.
How dare they?
Yes.
Those Wyoming hooligans.
And the worst of it all is they may never know who did this, so they can't track down the criminals.
Anybody with the Wyoming state, plate.
Yeah.
Stop them.
Is suspicious or
search them.
They need to have border patrol on the Wyoming-Montana border.
Montana's like, we're building a wall.
Yeah. This is crazy. So it's sad for this company.
For this company, yeah. I mean, those damages.
And I really didn't realize it was such a routine thing that every July 4th, and I mean,
be lighting these porta potties up.
It can't be just Montana either. Like, this has to be.
I've never seen this, but this feels like a country thing.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the country, and I've never even heard of this. I'll be honest, it sounds morbidly fun to blow up. Literally blow up a porta potty. Like, I am curious. I am curious about it.
I mean, from the pictures here, it seems that there were several different ways that this went.
Yeah.
One of them, it's just like the base is just left. That's it. So like the whole thing burned to ash.
Do you see the one where the 4 walls have like collapsed in different directions?
Yes.
Like it's a Looney Tunes?
Yes. I mean, I think that's why people are doing this, just to see what happens.
Exactly.
Like the funny, I mean, hopefully no one got injured.
Yes, but my concern and what would definitely stop me from doing this, besides that it's wrong that you would,
blow up somebody else's property.
Besides that, what if it explodes in a way where you
all
get hit
of the
with
contents
splatter?
End up on your face?
Yes,
in
now
your
that
mouth?
would be Looney Tunes. That would absolutely be Looney Tunes.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I guess it's far enough away from July 4th next year. Hopefully, we didn't give anybody any ideas to think about for next time they have.
Somebody's planning a trip to Wyoming for July 3rd now.
They know where they're going. July 4th, 2027, booked. We're going to Montana.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.